Okay, this will be my tutorial on ZvP with an all-in. Ironically, it's on Shakur's again. This is a game I played a really long time ago, actually. And I'll give you a little bit of thoughts, a little bit of what I'm looking for, and a little bit of what I think this Protoss should have done better. Let's see. When it comes to all-ins from Protoss, there are a ton of them. I consider anything Stargate related all-in to be very gimmicky, very non-standard all-in. It's very difficult to predict things like hidden to Stargate proxy or double Stargate in the base, mass void ray. Well, pretty BM. Anyway, it's difficult to predict things like that. So yeah, those kinds of things, it's kind of just up in the air. That's why I send the Overseer, like I talked about last game. But besides that, the common ones are going to be 7-gate. It's going to be Blink Stalker +2 timing. It's going to be some sort of robo with Immortal Sentry push, and it's going to be a Warp Prism. Those are the 3 or 4 basic all-ins that you would generally see in this matchup. The Blink Stalker one, I would say Blink Stalker or 7-gate are probably the 2 most common. I have my own theories on that. I kind of believe that Blink Stalker is so common because it's so fun. I mean, everybody loves to Blink Stalkers and see none of them die and see every single roach die and be like, yes, I'm the man. Like, everybody loves to see that. It's really fun to do Blink Stalker. And 7-gate, I believe it's just because it's the easiest, honestly. It's so easy to do. So anyway, I tried to hide this drone. I was hoping he wouldn't see and he would just like go stay in here. But that apparently failed miserably. So I'm heading up to my third. I know some people would just take this third. I really don't like taking it. It's really something I don't want to do. But sometimes you kind of have to. Like DRG, you'll see he'll send out two drones. One will attack the probe here, one will just expand here. It's really far away, it's really vulnerable to cannons. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely good to take it. I'm just not as comfortable with it anymore. You can see my Overlord is moving up to see if there's cannons, but you can kind of see it's already kind of late. I have the Lings out on the map though, which makes me safe. I mean, I really should start taking this third earlier if they block, but I don't know. Just not that comfortable with it yet. Anyway, going back to the all-ins. The one clear indicator for a 7-gate is these gas geysers, and that's another reason why you keep your Overlord here. If you don't see any gas taken, you kind of have to prepare for an all-in unless you see him take a third. He basically has 2 options when he doesn't take a gas. It's either really fast, like no sentry third, it's like really weird, it's going to involve a lot of gateway blocking, a lot of cannons, like probably 3 cannons here. He'll probably even build like a some sort of a half wall here if he doesn't take gas. But so it's either going to be a third or it's going to be an all-in. This vision from this watchtower sees a third. If it's not this map, you'd have to put a Ling or an Overlord or something at the third. And Protoss will 95% of the time not like this base. They can't defend this base and this base, so they will generally not take it. Whereas this base, once you seal this path, your army can sit here, which is a really nice place to sit. So you can see I have my 3 hatches up. Everything's going standard. Another reason I kind of dislike taking this super far away base first is it takes a really long time to transfer your workers, so I generally don't. I'm not too sure if that's the smartest thing to do or not. I'm working on not scrolling as much and trying to click on the main map more. I scroll in my games, yeah, I know it's bad, but whatever's. On this map, one important thing, I'm scrolling on this, oftentimes you will find a probe somewhere in here. They really like to get that proxy pylon here, or here, or here. They really like that kind of thing. You really have to look up at this 4th base for a proxy pylon. Another kind of interesting thing is they can hide a probe here, 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 or here. So those are like little areas you're kind of looking for. Also, probes sometimes will hide behind minerals in the 5th and 6th. So those are just your little check areas. You can kind of see my Overlords are trying to scout those areas. You can just, my Zergling was running around. I don't know. just in general. Also, once you have these watchtowers, then they clearly can't walk across. So once you have the watchtowers and you check around once, you don't really have to worry about it ever again. Anyway, it's 7 minutes now, and I don't see these gases. So in my head, something weird is happening. And here come down my Roach War and Evo Chamber, 7:30 again. Pretty standard, pretty standard. My gases are really late this game. Well, wow, okay, I'm supposed to have a third, I should even have a fourth gas building right now. This is really late. But here comes down the fourth hatch. Just trying to get everything up, trying not to miss injects as best as you can. This Stefano build really relies on you not missing injects. If you're having a hard time with this build, a lot of the time it's going to be missing overlords, missing injects. That's a lot of the time it is. So that's what you really have to work on. So anyway, you can see production tab. Oh, it looks like I just noticed my gas. I might even put down a fifth gas because I noticed that it's late. No, I'm a winner. Okay. It's okay. Sometimes you just have to be a winner. So here comes the 8:30 mark, and here come units. Units should start coming out. It should be basically nothing but units. Again, I don't, because I didn't see the gases here, I put a Zergling here just in case. I'm just kind of curious. I'm going to be preparing like it's an all-in. But I'm going to be just scouting this this third. Basically what my plan is here is to go for 200 max no matter what. If he does not all-in me, then I'll just try to take down his third as best as possible with the 200 max. If he does all-in me, then I will have enough units, and that's why I'm building spamming units out. You can see all my upgrades, everything is trying to come out. You can see him clearing the watchtowers, and at this point, when I see this amount of units, I know this is an all-in. So you're going to see nothing but units. You're not going to see any more drones. It would actually be smart for me to put up 2 spines here. I know this is an all-in. And remember, all-in is literally that. He needs to do damage. If he does not do damage, then he loses this game. So you can see here, I actually got an overseer, and I can see the gateway count. I have the changeling sitting there. So I know exactly what is coming. I know what to prepare for, and it's just seriously units. From 8:30, you just build units. You don't build any more drones. You're just stuck with whatever you had. So here we go. That was a really bad engagement for me. I kind of realized it too late. His force fields are really nice. You see how there's no overlap? That's actually really good force fielding. But I also realized he didn't have very many sentries, even though these 2 sentries still have kind of a lot of force fields, you know. I know he doesn't have that many sentries. But here's my goal. My goal, remember now, I told you guys or I didn't tell you guys, that was because I screwed it up. But this ramp, he cannot get up this ramp. If he gets up this ramp, I lose this game. He can force field this and just kill this, and that freaking sucks. So he cannot get up this ramp. That is my goal. Do not let him get here. If he gets here, oh, bad times. His goal should be to try and force his way up that ramp, even if it's like crawling along this edge until he gets here. That's what his goal should be. And then I completely put my army out of position, and oh no, you're gonna see these roaches kind of panic and try and block this ramp. When I see him running up, it's like, oh no! But I target down the sentries so he can't force field me when I realize my mistake. And then at this point, when he can't force field this ramp, then I can just bust in here, and he's just gonna lose too much. And then yeah, that was just an easy hold all in. This game is a joke. Pretty BM. But yeah, that's just the way you hold it. Seriously, from 8:30 on, spamming out units. If you don't get enough units, the thing you should do is you should look back at your replay, hit U, see if you have 60. If you have anywhere in that vicinity, if you have anywhere between 65 and 60, then you did absolutely perfect. You also need to have this macro hatch. So between 65 and 60 and 4 hatches, then you should be able to hold everything. What probably happened was you miscontrolled or something, you didn't use half your units or something. Most of the time, if you can't hold an all-in and you're building from 8:30 constantly, you're either missing injects, you're going to see your queens with like 200 energy or 150 energy, or you're going to see this drone count being at around 45 to 48. I think that is going to be the big thing that most people are going to die to. And that basically means you weren't droning when you should have been, you were either getting supply blocked or you weren't injecting. And that's why Stefano's build completely relies on perfect injects and very good overload production. So the best thing for you to do to practice is just go into 1v1 and just play against a computer and just keep practicing your mechanics. As a Protoss player, try try not to get yourself in stupid situations like this. He should have probably crawled along this ramp and tried to force an engagement here. That would have been really good for him. I wouldn't be able to get the surface area I want. Yeah, I mean, I think this rush has failed to begin with. I mean, look at his money. I mean, he wasn't using it. Mechanically, you kind of have to be really good when you do an all-in like that. You also need to be chrono boosting your warp gates. I don't know, there's really not much to say about this kind of an all-in. Like, this guy was kind of just really poor at it. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. But as a Zerg, remember, drone count. Alright, GG, and that's how you hold the all-in.